High tech to high touch, from reluctant reader to accomplished author, our next guest knows how to write things that kids will devour. Chris Everhart's League of Delphi is a page-turning thriller geared toward teens, and we're happy to welcome him to the show today. Great to have you here.
Thanks, Pat.
Self-described reluctant reader, how did that manifest?
I'm not sure, really. I just always had trouble reading. Wasn't one of my favorite activities when I was a kid. I avoided it as much as possible. I don't know that I had a diagnosable learning disorder, which some kids do.
Which is frequently the case.
It can be, yes. There's a lot of different reasons that a child might avoid reading, but most of us can manage in the shorter reading subjects or the non-reading subjects, and like lunch, that's always fun. And but we get intimidated by a full-scale, a book. So I would avoid the long-term, or rather the long-format reading.
And this is pretty common.
Very common, yeah. We don't have good statistics on it because reluctant reading can really manifest in a lot of different behaviors. You'll hear teachers and librarians say that the class clown will become even clownier at reading time, or they might do anything to avoid get up and shuffle around. So a kid in a classroom who's having trouble reading might act out when the root cause is that they don't feel comfortable reading. Since
this is in your wheelhouse, so to speak, you're in a position to be able to help others, and whether it's a teenager watching us now or a parent, what do you say to folks who struggle? What do you advise?
Well, I know from my experience, Pat, that the main thing to do for me was to take the pressure off. I was threatened with discipline at home and failure at school, and warned about lifelong underachievement if I didn't get my reading up to the level it was supposed to. And as it turned out, I was able to pursue my other interests and really indulge in that and develop my education, and eventually started writing.
Well, and how did you do that? And you made this transition so successfully with these books.
It was really just a love of story. Because I didn't enjoy reading that much, I really dove into storytelling between people, also movies and TV. I could just dive into that world. Eventually, after getting really interested in it and just sort of immersing myself in it, I kind of had the stories inside of me, so I wanted to get them out. And I might have gone to film school, but I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So I thought, well, I'll try writing a book. Why not?
Give us a snapshot of this book.
This is about a 17-year-old who's got the most serious identity crisis you've ever seen. His mother took him away when he was in second grade and hid him away in a French boarding school, changed his name, would never allow him to come home. Well, his parents are both dead now, so he comes back home to figure out a little bit about his hometown, finds out that there's a deep, dark, ancient conspiracy running the town and killing people.
Well, you have piqued my interest, and I'm sure a lot of people at home. I know the late Vince Flynn was a great inspiration of yours, and you are following in great footsteps there with, as you pursue your wife, an illustrator, and does the graphics on all this. Is all really wonderful. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Pat.
Chris is going to be speaking and signing tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Once Upon a Crime bookstore in Minneapolis, a favorite of his. The League of Delphi is available in bookstores everywhere.